What is up? What's going on, guys? Trizzle here with Clashers Corner, tuning in for some information on the update. I'm a little bit late to the party, but I definitely wanted to get this video out there. I actually wanted to get it done earlier, but unfortunately, I'm a grown adult and I have a 9-to-5 that has to pay my bills. So, gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm going to go ahead and get right into it, guys. As you all know, today, everybody woke up to a new surprise on their village. As you can see here, this is the ship, the so-called Fable ship. Now, I don't want to get into too much of the leaks that had come in, but I am going to preface by going over that very quickly. First off, this had been coming for at least a few days. If we look back and trace some of the so-called leaks, some of the videos that have been put out, there is actually a pretty good timeline, and we could see basically what took place. First off, it started with this picture. This was a picture put out officially by Supercell Clash of Clans, and everybody immediately noticed the ship next to the Barbarian's Fist. The other thing that was noticed was a night, a dark mode, which I'll get into in a little bit. But this was one of the first images leaked that basically had insinuated that a ship would be coming. Next, where are we? We have the game files information. There's a lot of people that spend a lot of time looking at this stuff, you know, to see what changed. And somebody prior to the actual ship being released today, they went ahead and they looked at the game files and they saw this information ahead of time. So that kind of started the avalanche of everybody knowing about the ship, which leads us to the next piece of information. We have Powerbang and Galadon's official Twitter. Of course, as you guys know, Powerbang and Galadon are also some pretty large YouTubers. They've been in the game since near the beginning, and as such, they've been able to work out a really good, close relationship with Supercell. They get access to the sneak peeks quicker than everybody else, so they can make them. They get access to a developer iPad, which has the developer build for the game. So they really get access, insider track, so to speak. Here we have on April 21st. I think it's April 21st. Yes, it's April 21st. The 17 threw me off because I forgot it's 2017. All right, at 1:03 and almost within 60 seconds of each other, both Powerbang and Galadon released a rather mysterious yet rather obvious tweet that implied that the update would have something having to do with the ship. So as we saw here, Powerbang gets in on the yacht emoji, and then Galadon says on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd have to give this update a ship. So that right there basically was the lead up to where we're at today, which has brought us to us having the actual ship on our maps. I know Galadon did report that some people don't have the ship, and I think it may be that the lower Towns Hall don't. But as of now, I know that at least Town Hall 5 and 6 and up definitely have it. I have confirmation on that. This picture actually leads me to a little bit of the, well, I should say a little bit, but the next leak that came out. Here we had a picture coming from Clash of Clans. I think it might have been Japan. They released this picture on their official Facebook, and that those characters, those Chinese or Asian characters, excuse me, had been translated. I believe the top one said second village or change village, and then the bottom one says night mode with great speed. So this was all pretty much the lead up to today. As we all saw, everybody woke up and were given the present of having, you know, the ship on their map. So with that all being said, where does that leave us? I know that, you know, with the information that we have thus far, we are going to have some sort of change village mode. That is a guaranteed, I wouldn't say a confirmed or guaranteed fact, but it is. We basically, from all the data that I've compiled, we're going to be looking at definitely a second game mode that's going to probably be a faster tempo. It's going to entail going to either a night mode or a night village. That's yours. And from there, we'll have to see. Everyone has confirmed that this is going to be the biggest update Clash of Clans has seen to date. And that's one of the main reasons there's been such a delay in releasing the actual update. That actually leads me to the next thing I wanted to go over with you guys, and that is when the actual update will be dropping. I can tell you that when it comes to the actual date that it's going to be dropping, we have some clues that we can look at, and I want to kind of get into that right now. Starting with some other, let's see, let me pull this up for you guys. Okay, going to the top, here we have this is on the Clash of Clans official Facebook, and here we have a Facebook user messaging the Clash of Clans moderators, and they said new update, heart emoji, and of course Clash of Clans replied, yes, definitely working on it. Hopefully we'll be ready to post some sneak peeks in 1 to 2 weeks. So that right there is actually part of what leads me to believe what I'm about to tell you guys now. Historically, Supercell has released their major game updates. And when I say major game updates, I mean not the balancing updates, not just the minor game tweaks. I mean actual, you know, changes to the game. They tend to release those in either the third or fourth week of the month. Historically, they have not released major releases in the first or second week, and they also don't release those updates on the back half of the week. What I mean by that is that in preparation for the weekend, which is when their servers generally garner the highest traffic, the biggest traffic, they typically release it on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, giving them, you know, Thursday, Friday to do any tweaks and adjustments. So that way, you know, they can, you know, take advantage of the weekend rush. So from what I've noticed, with today's date being the 3rd of May, it pretty much puts us in a timeline where the soonest we can see the first sneak peeks will be, and like they said, at least 1 or 2 weeks. As of now, the absolute soonest the update can drop will either be the very last week in March, that the beginning of the month, in May, excuse me, or the week before that. So let me see if I can show you guys real quick on the calendar what I'm talking about. The dates that I'm looking at, from what I have deduced, we'd be looking at somewhere around the 29th, 30th, or the 31st. It is possible that they can get in maybe the 22nd, 23rd, or 24th, maybe. But more than likely, I really do see this trickling over into June. I've had speculation that it wouldn't be coming till actually July, August, and up until today, I kind of stood by that. But with some of the clues that I had noticed, basically alluding and putting all that into one, it's led me to believe that we're going to be looking at somewhere around the very end of May, maybe the 29th, 30th, 31st. It's a possibility it may trickle over. It all remains to be seen how quickly the sneak peeks will be. I know that in the past they had more or less a schedule where they would release one sneak peek a day and stretch it out over the span of a few days. However, there was one major update, and I think it might have been the last update. I'll have to check. But they released all the sneak peeks on one day. So slight departure from how they'd done it prior, but it definitely does remain to be seen. And when it's all said and done, it leads to one thing and one thing only. One of the things that I noticed when I clicked on this video is that in the span of however many hours since they released it, there's been at least 8 million, maybe 10 million views, when you click on the broken boat to find out. And that gives me a lot of hope because I am very passionate about this game. I love this game. I've been playing now for a long time, and I'll be honest, as someone who's played games for quite a while, almost from the time I was a young kid to where I'm at right now, I can't really tell you of any games that have held my attention in the way that this game has. And it really has to do with Supercell staying ahead of that curve, staying ahead of the boredom curve, and putting out fresh content that keeps us exciting. I know that we did lose some of the I guess trendiness that was initially there 1 or 2 years ago, and a lot of those players moved on to Clash Royale, which nothing against Royale, but personally I don't play. I tend to only have so much time in the day, and that time I allot to this game and trying to be as good as I possibly can. But in the span of at least 8 to 10 hours, there were at least 8 million views on YouTube for that video. So it gives me hope, lets me know that there's still a lot of people playing the game, still a lot of people passionate about the game, and still a lot more to come. And I'm excited, guys. So I'm definitely going to be looking forward to what this new update brings. I know a lot of you are, and as such, we're going to enjoy it together. As soon as it drops, obviously you guys know I will be putting out a video as soon as I can. If hopefully it happens on a day where I'm not at work, so I can stay ahead of the schedule. But if not, I'll put it out there as soon as possible. Real quick, guys, for those of you who have been here at the channel, I definitely want to give you guys a major shout out. I appreciate so much all the support that I've gotten in starting this channel, and I can tell you that I could not and would not have done it without you guys. So I really appreciate the support and the continued support, and as such I want to give back to you guys. We are going to be doing a gift card giveaway this weekend. I wanted to make it so that it was fairly simplistic, but yet I'd be able to see a clear winner. And as such, what we're going to do is basically set it up so that in order to win, first thing you're going to have to do is subscribe. You're going to have to be a subscriber. Second thing you have to do is comment on as many videos as possible. If you go through my entire YouTube channel library and comment on every single video, it's probably going to be a requisite in order to win, because I know that anybody who really wants to win the gift card is going to have to do the same thing. So you're going to have to, 1, subscribe, 2, drop a comment on each video, as well as hit that like button, guys. From there, I'm going to go ahead and select the person who has A, subscribed, and B, commented and liked the most videos. And if there is a tie, then I will just have to pull a name out of a hat. With that being said, guys, we're going to be live streaming this weekend, so go ahead and tune in for that. And I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks so much. Trizzle tuning out.